And today we're going to talk about something that happened in Avengers Infinity War that we actually did not see, but probably will end up seeing in Avengers Endgame. So what I'll be talking about is three things: Doctor Strange, the Time Stone, and the fight on Titan. So there have already been a ton of theories about what Doctor Strange exactly did with the Time Stone to manipulate the events of Avengers Infinity War. Some think that he sent the Time Stone into the future and that's why the Infinity Gauntlet broke when Thanos snapped. Others say that he cursed the Time Stone and that's why the Infinity Gauntlet broke when it snapped. And I've heard some theories about time loops that don't really make too much sense. But there is a part of Avengers Infinity War where Doctor Strange almost had to use a time loop no matter what. And that is where he saw the 14 million different scenarios where the Avengers fought Thanos and lost all but one time. So we know that everything that happened in Avengers Infinity War was supposed to happen the way it did because that's what Doctor Strange said. Everything that happened was a part of that one scenario where they won. But do you think that the events played out perfectly for that one scenario the very first time? Probably not. Again, 14,605 different scenarios in which they only won one. And it's not like after they got done talking to Doctor Strange about it, they were like, okay, let's go do it. Let's hit that one scenario right away, first try.
Yes, I like your plan, except it sucks, so let me do the plan, and that way it might be really good.
You're telling me that your chances are 1 in 14,605 and you nail it the first try? No way. So, much like Doctor Strange did with Dormammu, he put the fight on Titan into a time loop. So when the fight on Titan didn't go exactly as it was supposed to, according to that one scenario, it would just start over.
Dormammu, I've come to bargain.
You've come to die.
And when the Avengers finally went through that one scenario that Doctor Strange saw where they won, he broke the time loop. And this could actually tie into what Star-Lord said when they first arrived on Titan. He said that Titan is 8 degrees off its axis and its gravitational pull is all out of whack. Well, we know that while Star-Lord was taking these measurements, Doctor Strange was already going forward in time. So they could already be in a time loop where Thanos has thrown part of the moon at Titan, and that's why it's knocked off its axis. Because if you go back to what Thanos said about why his people became extinct, he said they didn't have enough resources. Yes, everybody would die since the planet didn't have enough resources to support the people, but that wouldn't destroy a planet and knock it 8 degrees off its axis. So it's possible that Star-Lord's measurement could have been from a Titan that already had the moon thrown at it. Again, Doctor Strange almost certainly had to do this because there's no way the Avengers could have played that one scenario perfectly the very first time. Statistically, there's no way. So Doctor Strange put him in a time loop so they can try over and over and over again until they finally got it right. Remember that in Doctor Strange, when he put himself and Dormammu in a time loop, it wasn't a quick scene like it showed in the movie. It was essentially for eternity. And finally, Dormammu caved in and bargained with Doctor Strange. But the question about this time loop is, when does it end? Perhaps at the end of Endgame, when everything is said and done and the Avengers finally defeat Thanos, the time loop starts over. But somehow, the events that are about to happen are different, due to what took place inside of the time loop. They could all arrive back on Titan, waiting for Thanos, but he never shows up, or he shows up and he doesn't have the Infinity Gauntlet and they could defeat him that way. It already seems like in some movies we have coming up, like Spider-Man Far From Home, they're going to act like the events of Infinity War never happened. And maybe that's because all the events that took place inside of Doctor Strange's time loop happened, but at the end they get brought back to the beginning, before everything happened, but technically after Thanos is defeated. Time travel is tricky, especially in movies where directors and writers can basically do whatever they want with it. But maybe this is how some Marvel movies in the MCU can go on and act like nothing ever happened. Because much like Doctor Strange did with Dormammu, he did on Thanos. Again, we did not see this in Infinity War, but perhaps it's something that we could see when Doctor Strange reveals his plan in Avengers Endgame. But let me know what you think about this. Do you think that Doctor Strange has everybody in a time loop? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And I'm still giving away a life-sized Infinity Gauntlet. If you would like to enter for your chance to win, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, like the video, and comment down below with your thoughts and your favorite superhero. As always, thank you all so much for watching.